Can I have a roll call, please? Liz?
Oh, sorry. Brains. I need people's names. I lost my agenda. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, not that one. I wanted the meeting. Okay, forget it. I'll do it this way. Okay, Jennifer, Jenny. Oof, I am so tired today. I'm so sorry. Me, here. Alex.
Here.
Dexter.
Here.
Joe.
Here?
Pat. Here. Susan. And everybody else not here. Sorry.
Okay.
We all stand for the flag salute.
I thought you would be at the municipal.
I was supposed to come for work. I put my shoes on.
Sorry.
How we gonna do it? All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everybody should have gotten the minutes in their email this week. Are there any corrections or, I just have one correction, my name is just Jenny.
Just Jenny.
It's okay.
I bet a lot of people make that mistake.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that's I'm so concerned with the last name.
Actually, that's what I looked at most.
There is a Jennifer Lipton over there, she's a goat farmer in Oregon.
Oh, really?
She owns a super, I get a lot of her emails.
Jennifer?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. It's been real fun.
I'm gonna get to Mary, that's all right.
Really good man, Councilman. Any other corrections or changes, comments? I have a motion to approve the minutes from last month.
Motion to approve.
Oh, you can't approve it, you
I
what?
wrote them.
So moved.
All in favor? Opposed?
Abstain.
Abstentions? Good. Financial report and action on bills, we shall have copies.
So you see the telephone bill has been paid.
Well, it's a long story, but actually I spoke to Mr. Huxford. He's sending a letter to Verizon about the whole situation. He said he hasn't heard back yet. So what we decided to do is the contested months, we're not paying, but we're paying from then on.
Okay.
Because we have to pay something, or they're going to turn us off. So he said that was a good thing to do, to pay. So that was the $1,800, I think you see there, right? Yeah. Because we're
That
going
was
to wind
from
up having
October
to
on,
pay.
correct? I believe it was October.
Is that what it says on here? I know she wrote it down.
Yeah, October 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
13.
from memory serves me, it was October.
Yes.
Well, no, it's from November 10th, well, November 10th, 13 to 12/9/14.
Yeah.
All right.
And anything, and we're going to send the check with the statements of each month and with a letter.
Okay. Make sure it's
So
a
that's
fast
what we're
record.
doing.
Okay.
We're not paying for the contestant, but we're paying forward.
It's good that we paid something.
Yes,
We can't
we
let
were
it
just
go
gonna
like
ask
this.
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
what I was starting to get
really
concerned about, because they would have cut us off. You know what I'm gonna do is about Comcast. Do we have a discount, like a government discount from them?
What were we just talking about with Comcast?
Michelle, do we get a government discount from them, government discount?
Not that I'm aware of,
No? No.
What's the one
but
with,
what I was thinking of doing, because we're paying for the wireless internet. And Comcast made me an offer a few months ago that they'll install it for free. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I thought maybe we could have Comcast set up their free internet. We'll keep Verizon for a while until we make sure it's working, and then just do the switch over. That'll save us about $50 a month through Verizon for the wireless internet.
You sure that it's not free for a month or two and then we have to?
Well, we'll find out, we're gonna figure that
I
out.
have to check more into it, but it was a while ago, so, but they did offer it, it would be like a hotspot, being it's a public library, they wouldn't charge us for it.
So they would like put that in.
is that in writing?
I was gonna say before.
Right.
I know to get it in writing.
A proposal, so we don't have a Comcast
Exactly.
over here, so.
Yeah,
Let's
Comcast
get a
is
proposal to
asking.
look at. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that might be a good thing.
Yeah,
but it
we'll
might
work
not.
on that.
And make sure it's
Yeah.
proposal.
Next
and
month.
have something definitive to look at.
I bet I don't know.
You
That
you
might
might
even
want
be
to check
faster
with
than
the
this.
cable agreement. You might be able to get a free cable line, but maybe not so much an internet line, but
Yeah,
you
we
might want
have
to
a
check
free
that.
line.
Because it's a public library, you do get a free service from the cable companies. I can't recall which one.
You get a free
Well, the
line,
TV is
and the
free. We don't
TV is
pay for
free.
that.
Okay, so maybe that's it then. But you might want to double check that.
I think Jenny's point about speed is important, because bandwidth, throughput, about how many, I don't know how many users are usually using it at once, but
A lot.
kind of, that is, just make sure at least it's apples to apples, I would think, is your starting point.
Right.
Do you know a lot about that?
Uh,
Or anything about that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
That's
good,
what
so
I
maybe we'll
do
use
for-
you as our reference.
Yeah, no, and I think at a minimum, as long as it's the same, I think you can easily price, but I don't know what your complaints are as far as when people are here and not able to do things wirelessly.
Yeah, the only thing is, most of the time, people have no problem with our Wi-Fi. If they do, we just have to maybe turn it off and start it again.
Okay.
But everything seems to be copacetic as far as that's concerned.
It's a thing where you don't want to overpay to get too much, because
Exactly.
it's usually sitting dormant, but, one or two users complaining every now and then isn't necessarily
No.
a negative thing, but you don't want to get too much bandwidth up into it.
Okay.
I would just suggest talking to the government rep at Comcast.
Do you know who that is, Joe?
It used to be Molly Adams, if it's still her. She was around last year, you know that. I want to reach out to her, if she's still there. She was always very helpful.
Yeah.
The triad security, so is that,
That's our end of the year, everything.
that's not the one you had been talking about previously about getting like the panic button
No,
all during?
no. That's just their,
The regular burglar.
Regular burglar alarms?
Yeah.
Fire and safety.
Are we gonna get to it?
well, that's another thing I was gonna bring up today, the panic
Oh,
button.
okay.
Yeah, I got an estimate on that. It's hardly anything to even talk about, but it's important that we have it. It's not expensive at all.
And you would move forward with a new IT service or anything with the computers?
Not until what do you mean by IT service?
Well, just that we had ELB for,
No, I can't
General,
move
yeah.
forward until I get the capital money.
Okay.
So, I mean, it all depends on that because, it's expensive. I can't do anything now. But we do have the letter into Peter from the attorney,
Oh,
the
good.
town attorney.
okay.
So maybe he'll give us the password and we could buy ourselves a little time,
Can we bring him cookies or something? And
If
gosh.
we knew where he was.
Ah,
So that's that story.
Any other comments or questions on financials? Can I have a motion to approve this month's expenditure report?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you.
Do we have a program or guest speaker? We did one time. so
I
it's
know.
Never
Well,
It
no.
was with anticipation.
Actually, we did 2 times.
Did we?
We had Mary Romance.
That's right. She was
And,
very good.
yes, and then we had the woman from LMXAC. So she's right, you never know.
You never know. Susan likes to surprise us.
Right.
Verizon representative, no.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
That's very good.
Okay, do you have any correspondence?
Yes, actually. Well, I have the letter from Mr. Huxford saying that, please be advised I'm waiting to hear back from the representatives from the telephone company at ELB. I hope to hear from them within the next week or so. I will keep you posted. So there's that. And then Kit got a thank you note from Easter sales. Okay. She went to an open house for Easter sales. She does a group every Wednesday. They come and they do a craft or whatever. And so they asked her to go to another one to talk to them about some of the things that we could do here. So thank you for attending the open house for Edison Community Support Services. It was a pleasure meeting you in person. Thank you for opening your site so that our guys can enjoy the various activities you provide. So that's from the service coordinator. We had them here, but we decided that it's too much to do 2 groups. So
Yeah, she said that if they were going to do one group.
yeah, so we said once in a while they could come, but not on every week basis.
Right.
So, but we do have our every week basis groups.
Yeah.
They came today. They made pickles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And that's the group from Roselle Park, so that's nice.
Well, they're not from Roselle Park, but they're from Linden or something. They're around the area.
They're
They're
from
Union
Linden.
County.
I thought that was the group from Linden Road, right over the railroad tracks. That's still Roselle
It might
Park.
be.
And they are actually Roselle Park.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Where are they?
It's right over on Linden Road, right
Oh,
over the
okay.
railroad tracks.
Yeah.
There's a Roselle Park facility, the senior assisted living and the senior spirit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
By the vet.
Yeah.
435 or something.
Thank you. I got nothing. Congratulations to Pat on being elected president of the Historical Society.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited about it. Pat Pagnetti is going to be my vice president. We have a whole new slate of officers, and we invite you all to the holiday party, which we're having Monday, December 15th, at around 6 o'clock, because we're going to have pizza for everyone.
And will
So
it be
I hope you
there
come
at the place?
at the museum and come in, meet the new slate of officers, come in and see our current exhibit on World War I. Come, party, have fun, and celebrate the year in Roselle Park with us, please.
Monday, September 15th,
December 15th,
6?
at around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll update you if there's any change on that. We were talking about 6 o'clock because we'll be eating and it gives people more time just to socialize and
Is
such.
that an open house or is that?
It is an open house, yep, holiday party for everybody.
And you can have pizza?
We're going to have lots of good pizza.
Wow.
Where will the pizza be from?
Yeah. that's
I'm not sure. We try to rotate pizzerias because we have so many good ones. So I'm not sure where it's going to be from this year, but you can guarantee it'll be warm, cozy, and we'll have fun. Come join us, please.
I make memes.
Yeah, I don't think.
No.
It's thin.
There you go. I'll bring it. That's it. You let me know.
Everyone's a little different.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little different.
All right, Children's Department report.
All right.
Should have gotten a copy in your email, and we have a copy.
Yeah. And I have some copies of them. Let's see, we had Fire Prevention Week at the library. So the fire department came and did demonstration of the fire. Kids got to go on the fire truck and they did presentations and they read stories and did crafts. It was October 23rd, we had a cookie decorating workshop. The program was sponsored by the Friends of the Library. And October 25th, we had our annual Halloween party. with bingo, trick-or-treating throughout the library. And thank you again to the Friends of the Library who provided treats and refreshments. Ellen has been doing private one-on-one computer instruction with patrons, and she's up to 4. She has 4. She gives them like 4 weeks or 6-week sessions to learn Excel or whatever they're interested in. A lot of people just, believe it or not, don't even know how to do their email. And so that's what they come in for, just to be able to talk to their grandchildren or whatever.
She does it on these computers here? Or is it
She
on
does
the-
it downstairs on those computers, yeah. It'd be great to have a computer room for instruction, but, so circulation, total circulation in the children's room was 1,596 items. It's been really a boost to our DVDs always went out, but now that we have them for 7 days, people are really encouraged to take out more videos. And the circulation has increased by 2% from 1,564 items in June 2013 to 1,596 items this month. And then there's the list of program attendances. 702 people total came to our programs for the month. Our Lego club today had almost 40 kids in it.
Wow.
Yeah, the biggest we've ever seen. Maybe because it was so cold.
Oh, it was after school?
After school.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Yes,
wait.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was great. It was busy. So,
And since Carl left now,
Joelle is
Joy,
back.
run it back, okay.
On your way out, notice the Lego sign he made. He made it
I
out of
saw that.
Legos.
Very cool.
Yeah. He's very creative.
Yeah, everything's been, with all the updates on the Facebook page, it was really good. Because then we had a while where we had nothing going on the Facebook page for now. It's good.
Now we're trying to do it almost every day,
Yeah,
putting something
yeah.
on there.
And
You'll see the pickle people, not the people, but you'll see the pickles. 'Cause we can't put pictures of them on,
Right.
but, and that's another thing we still have to work on is that Facebook thing.
Well, when we get to that, I'll speak on that issue as soon as we get to that part. Because I have some input on it.
Okay.
All right, director's report.
All right, let's see. Total circulation was 2,733 materials, a little bit of a drop from last year at this time, but we did issue 37 patron library cards. I don't know, I guess you could read through it, but I'll just go through some of the highlights. We've been trying to do some outreach, so Kit has been reading the classes at the Sherman School, and the Easter Seals group every Wednesday. And she also helped with the Robert Wharton School Book Fair. There's Councilwoman Charlene Story facilitated the book discussion this month in honor of the anniversary of World War I. The book discussed was Birdsong by Sebastian Fawkes. And she also, if you look up, there's posters, World War I posters that she also bought and for our display. And many of the materials in the exhibit, our World War I exhibit, has been purchased by the Friends of the Library. Family Bingo continues to be a success. Kit has started flannel board story times with snacks and crafts, and that's been pretty popular. We have a new literacy program on Monday night, and that has 10 people and really seems to be growing. We also have literacy classes Monday and Thursday morning. The Lego Club, Chess Club, and Read to the Dog is still very popular. Our book club this month will be reading the end. Next month we'll be reading the End of Your Life book group, and the spiritual book group, which I just started a new book group. We're going to be reading a new work by Eckhart Tolle. I went to October 17th and 24th, I attended the mental health first aid training for New Jersey library staff at the Montville Public Library. It was very, very good. And how you can look at a situation differently than what it really is. And, because we see a lot of very different people at the library on a daily basis. So it's nice to be able to know that if there's a crisis, what you do.
Whatever happened to that gentleman, I'm sorry?
He's in a
That had
nursing home.
Tourette's, remember the gentleman?
He's in.
Oh, he is in a nursing home?
He was really in bad shape. Bertha and Maggie have been experimenting with Spanish-English story times for children. I attended literacy night at the Sherman School on October 28th and spoke about all the library has to offer. We did a collection site for Bender Avenue candy drop-off. And let's see. We have another Eagle Scout who's interested in creating a project for the library. So we're looking for ideas on what the project might be. As you know, that the last Eagle Scout did the table and the benches outside. So it's his brother, actually.
Oh, that's great.
So if you can think of anything, just please tell me. And October 23rd, the library driveway was paved. So that was nice. This year, our third of a mill is estimated at $343,876. Last year, it was $339,990. And this year, I did the budget, and I'd like you just to look at it. I have copies. I have to give it to Ken by Friday. And if you have anything you want to add or whatever. I asked for a little bit more money than last year. But I also asked for money for the capital account. So if we don't get money from the capital account, at least we'll have some money for other things, like some furniture, which we desperately need. I have pictures of what I sent, and I also have the capital request somewhere around here. And I know I sent it to you, so, of what I sent him. So I'm sure we're going to have to defend the budget, and I'll just need people with me. But we've been kind of like limping along for the last couple of years because our third of a mill has been dropping so drastically that I feel that we just need a little bit extra money to continue on. So
Now, the buildings and grounds, you have 2,000.
that's
But-
for,
I know, but didn't they grant some money to fix the grounds this year? But they never did.
well, they didn't yet. Yeah, we're going to get the sprinkler system, and we're supposed to get the doors.
I was gonna ask
Eventually, I don't
what was
know.
happening with the doors.
But that's next
They were
year
approved.
with the grounds?
Yes.
I mean, that money
Checks.
is still there.
That money's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you called Rich Graves about the doors?
Yes, he says, is that, they're waiting
They're ready
for the
it?
company to install them.
Who was the company?
I don't know. I had nothing to do with it.
The 30 million is just a name for, I guess, roughly 33,000 you've been getting, is that the genesis?
It's a state statute that determines how much public libraries receive in state aid. It's 1/3 of a mill of net
Of the tax value of the.
Just assessed valuation.
Okay.
So as your assessed valuation goes up, that amount goes up, if it goes down, it
So
goes
it's
down.
directly tied to
Right.
Gotcha.
And then I don't know if you're aware that, we have New Jersey Clicks database, and they added a new thing called ABC Maps. It's an early learning resource. So I wrote a whole thing about it, and you may want to go on and look, especially if you have
Very
young
cool.
children. It's very interactive and it's very fun.
Yeah.
So there's that. And that's it.
Now, Susan, did you say that 1/3 of a mill was that in 14, that's what it is in 15?
But then I wrote something different here, so I have to look it
Yeah.
up again. I think I got confused. Or I wrote the wrong thing, yeah.
Yes.
So it's 343,876. That's gonna be the 2015. 343,876.
So this
And
378.
2014 was 339,990. So it did go up a little bit.
Okay, so that number is different. Oh, so that's probably, okay, that's probably, not
What
probably.
the town gave us, the
Yeah.
extra
What the town gave
20,000.
you.
Right. So if you have any comments, just send them to me before Friday.
Just so you're right, the 1/3 of a mill is the minimum amount
That's the
the municipality funds a public library, but they have the option of going higher if need be.
So the increase from 378 is the higher. Do we get a sense of where Roselle Park is compared to
The
like
lowest.
cities?
The lowest in Union County, because even Roselle gets 400. Their 2015 is 450,000. But if you look on the board, except for, what's the town that has the houses that all look the same?
Winfield Park.
Yeah, they have like 200,000.
Theirs is lower than
They're
ours.
lower than ours, but
It's one
everybody
lower
else
than
is,
ours.
we're one of
It's
the
all
lowest.
demographics.
It's a little odd of a law. They've tried to change it, tweak it, because you have towns that are overfunded because of their, like Mountainside's a good example. I remember years ago, there was a huge issue there because they had all the development happening along Route 22. That bumps up your assessed valuation, and your libraries were saying, oh, I got all this money, what are we going to do with it? So it's
But this year, there's a good thing in the New Jersey taxes. You're going to be able to mark off a box to
Yeah.
send some money to your local library. So,
And I thought it was a great idea, you mentioned you're gonna put special signs up
Yeah,
on
we'll
the
put special
computers during
signs up.
tax time to let patrons know that they can, if they're looking for a place to donate,
Right.
or that place.
I haven't looked at that in a while. Instead of direct, I mean, how does the state work that?
I sent a
A little while
link.
ago?
Yeah. I sent you the state,
And it was mentioned at the trustee conference from the state
Yeah.
that I went to.
it's
So
theirs.
is it going to be a direct fund, like they're going to do by zip code or
Yep.
address? And
Yeah,
It's like the literacy thing you can do now.
yes.
You can donate some of your money to literacy, and, because we always put signs up for that, so this is going to be for libraries. If you go under NJLA or the state library, I'm sure it's all written there. Or I look up my emails. You know, you keep them all.
I-
Look at them all the time.
Gate versus open are two different things.
Right. All right, that's it for me.
Superintendent's representative is not here.
It's right here.
None of our elected officials are here. Reports of officers and standing committees.
I guess kind of what I'm doing with the, I don't know if that would, but I think
Or, well,
that's
we can go
probably.
with just special committees.
Okay, so, Facebook is a wonderful tool, and it's used so well here in the library. We do a great job with that. But in the trustee conference I went to several months ago, they suggested that we need to draft a proposal for social media use in the public libraries, so that we won't get into any kind of trouble later on. And I thought that was a great idea. So I've been writing to different towns. Doreen Callie helped me a great deal. She downloaded a lot of different towns' samples for me to look at. And I've been writing to different school districts that have them. Our school district has one in place, which is actually very interesting. So after the first of the year, what I'd like to do is ask for a committee of people just to work with me on that. I don't think it'll be a very long, lengthy thing that we have to do, but maybe what I would do is if you would like to submit your name today, what I can do is take that and then shoot you the proposals. You can actually look at them at home, and then we can meet on them when Jenny's available to meet with us.
Maybe like in January.
So in January, February, you tell me, okay?
Not yet.
I know.
I'm on
Our
hiatus
biggest
starting next
concern
week.
is if we put something on Facebook, is, you know, we get the parents' permission to photograph their kids. But there's no saying that somebody else can't come onto our Facebook page and send it off into their page and to different things. So that's what I'm
So
concerned
being the
about.
cautious person I am, I would have to say hold off for a while till we get the proposal drafted. I think that puts us in a safe situation. And there are other forms of advertisement that you can use, that you've used regularly anyway. I would just wait a little bit, because I think once we get over this hurdle, because there have been situations, this came up at the conference a lot recently, and other things, not just hacking into accounts, but also permission for students to be photographed. That's a big one. So,
When the student gives permission to be photographed, and that appears in a newspaper or on a site, shareable to anybody, I would think. Think of it as a newspaper.
I
If
guess.
you're old, you
Right.
know.
You can get pictures of anything.
So once that permission's granted, it doesn't
Right.
really say something along the lines of, you know, it can be used in your publications
Right.
and some,
I know that for our school, we had to say, I get permission for my kid's picture to be on the school website, Facebook, newspaper articles, church bulletin, like we had to pick which ones, where you can get permission for. so.
but if someone grabs it from the school's website,
Mhm.
you have no control over that.
Right. But I know
That's
I
up
think
to-
on the school website, they don't use last names, full names. I know on Facebook, we're not using names.
Oh.
I think that's part of it too, so. Yeah, but I think it might be a good idea just maybe hold on for the next 6 weeks or so, until we.
It's just a very hot topic in the state now,
Yeah.
you know, how things come and go, and just to protect us. so
There's
we
no
don't
big
have to
things that
issue-
we're gonna be doing anyway, so.
Just to wait a little bit, I think that.
I'm gonna check what we have in our policies also,
Good. Thanks.
dealing with the schools.
Who's on your committee?
I don't know yet if
I'll volunteer.
anybody would like to volunteer. I'd love to
I'll
have
volunteer.
you. Thank you, Liz. Anyone else?
I figure it's a good thing for the new guy to do something, so.
Would you like to?
Nothing.
All right, thanks, Dexter. Okay, great. I'll get back to you then when we're able to meet.
Okay, great, thank you. All right. Make a motion to open the public portion of the meeting.
All motions open.
Second.
All in favor?
Right.
If you'd like to address the board, please, you don't need to stand, but please state your name and address and any concerns or questions you may have.
My name is Kimberly Powers. I am president of the Friends of the Library, I live at 29 East Clay Avenue. Our big fundraiser should be starting by the end of December, which is a raffle where we sell 50/50 tickets. And we would really appreciate the help from the trustee board in taking some of these tickets, selling some of these tickets to help raise money, because as you know, we provide a lot of the money for the funds for the children programs, adult programs, needs that the library has. So that would be greatly appreciated if you could do that.
Do you have a flyer or something we can hand out?
Not at this time. The person, Paul Erslinger, usually does this, but because he's been so ill, you know, so I'm just kind of catching up with this. But as soon as I get something, we usually get something up to the library.
If you can send them to Susan, she can email it,
Yes.
and distribute, so.
Yes.
We'll have some by the December meeting, I'm sure.
Yes, yes. And it's our biggest, I mean, last year I think the library
Pretty
itself
good.
got like $750.
Yeah.
It's
And we
it's
only
big.
had 3 weeks to do it.
Yes.
So this time we're gonna have
Start
2
early.
months.
Oh,
When is the due date? When's the draft be pulled?
The raffle should be pulled in March.
March.
Yeah, so we have.
Yes, so we will have time. And it's just a matter of getting the permit in. I'm waiting for Charlene to come back because her mother-in-law passed away. So I'm still waiting for her to come back and getting money from her to put permits in. So as soon as we get all that together, that should start, you know. So we really appreciate that support. The other thing I'd like to say is we do purchase books for the Kindle here. And again, you know, we just really want to encourage the library staff to buy books to put on the Kindles. You know, there is no limit as to what you can buy. You know, because we feel as we always have the same books on there, no one's going to want to take out the Kindles
We
anymore.
do put our book club books on the Kindle.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
Yes. And our meeting is held the second Tuesday starting in January of every month at 5:15, and you are all welcome to attend if you'd like. So thank you very much.
great, thank you. Yeah, maybe we can have a push in the new year for more awareness of all of our electronic resources.
Yeah.
You know, stuck at home in the
They're
snow, you
always
can
out.
log in on your computer.
Absolutely.
and-
Be a great time to do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
yeah, I'll work with Ellen with that.
because once the Listen NJ thing transitioned to more ebooks, like,
Right,
you know, my husband always, he reads more than I do, and
right.
it's been a big,
Yeah, we have quite a few,
Very
the
changed
e-books
stuff.
are really going.
They're popular, yeah.
yeah.
Some of the circulation is really
Mhm.
I just got an ebook whole canon today from them. Been waiting for like 3 months. It's like number 3,000 on the list. It's so crazy. Well, they have like 15 or 20 copies from the
Oh.
state, but then your number.
The
You
real
know.
question is, do you know how to return the books. and
No,
where to
I
return
don't. You're a terrible person.
Sorry.
You asked the right
My
person.
public humiliation wasn't enough. We have to.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It was a little,
It was a fault
it was
misunderstanding.
a public-private joke.
I think we can piece it together.
I did find a library book under my couch this week, so I'll come in and make amends later. Any other members of the public wish to address the board?
Jacob McGarrett, 6 Bow Sheridan Avenue, Roselle. I heard, but I didn't understand. The $1,897.28 for the telephone, has that been resolved?
I don't know what you're asking resolved. Part of it is resolved. Part of it, we're sending, the part that isn't resolved is in attorney review with Verizon. So that's, if you look at the date, that's the previous
I have
date.
no date.
Yeah, you do. We're paying from,
Susan,
where is it? Oh, well, you need this one.
Yep, that's what
Should
you
be over. We're paying from last December through this December, the past calendar year. Those bills due, sorry, bill due November, the bill due last December, so that's November.
If you've been here through all the meetings, you know that we've been having issues with Verizon.
yes.
All right, so we decided we weren't going to pay them for the past year or so until it got resolved. But then we decided through the attorney and Michelle and I that we should pay them the part of the bills that aren't in dispute. And those are the ones from 11/13 to 12/14. So we're paying that as the 1,800, and then we still have, I don't know, how much more left? If we were to pay the disputed amount?
The total is
$2,254 is in dispute. We're hoping to get about $1,000 off of that. We want to pay about 12 instead of the 22, if we win.
It all happened after the town decided to change the phones, and then there was a lot of issues with that, and it just became,
And they mixed up down that road.
well, I don't know about it messed up, but it became a mess of
Okay.
sorts.
Michelle is going through here. Item number 131, yes. June, July, and August. We didn't use any gas?
Well, we used the air conditioner,
Yeah, how do you get hot water?
hot water heater. I don't know.
What, it's run by gas or electric?
I guess, I don't know.
I think it's gas, but we don't use a lot of hot water.
We never use hot
And
water.
it's on,
Well, people going to bathrooms,
But they don't, there's no hot water in the faucets.
there's no hot water in it?
Well, it's very lukewarm. I mean, it's not like hot.
Now, how's it get lukewarm?
But a water heater is probably set at that temperature. That's the only way you're gonna regulate that, by water heater.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Don't go wash your hands.
And I'm telling you, there's no heat in the
I
ladies'
wanna
room
know
or
how
the men's
you're doing
room,
it
so you
so I
don't want
can
to
do
do
it
it
at
all.
home.
That's actually very good, though, I think.
Oh, we have somebody
You get a
else.
gas bill with the hot water, yes or no? That's what he's asking.
Name and address you have to have for the record.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you must get a bill, who's ever supplying the heater with the flow, you know,
So it'll
the
save
gas,
water
if it's
also?
a gas or electric.
Can you just state your name and address for the record?
I'm Ed Bicel, 312 Calvin Hill Road.
During the summertime, the pilot light is on the furnace.
I don't know, I'm just telling, we didn't receive a bill, so,
What's the original question?
well, I didn't receive a bill for July.
Why don't we just, for the next meeting, just to have, pull that bill out?
Information ready to
To say
share.
what the hot water heater is?
No. The original question was why
Why there
was
was
there
no
a
gas
bill
bill.
for that month? It could have been, it just lapsed into a second month, the following month.
It might have.
So,
We had a credit for a couple of
See,
months.
that's it too.
Yeah, Elizabeth Town Gas did
Yeah.
bring it.
Shuffles around, because it did that probably.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't following all that.
that's okay.
We
Okay,
had
so
a
we had a
credit.
credit.
We were
Yeah.
working off a credit.
We're working off a credit, Jake.
Okay, good.
We had a credit with the gas company. You're welcome. I wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
That's okay, that's okay.
If you heard, I thought you'd be ready.
Yeah, I thought I heard this too.
I'm not gonna know. Just take a question, respond to that.
Do we have any other comments or questions from?
I'm finished, thank you.
Okay, seeing that there are no further members of the public who wish to comment, let's make a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
I'll move to do that.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. Okay, any old business? Any new business?
I think it might
That's,
No?
yeah, I think, let's give everybody a chance to look it over and table it for the next meeting for the capital.
Yes,
And bring up
I
any.
agree.
Well, not the capitals, that's already submitted.
It's submitted.
Already
That I
submitted,
sent to
yeah.
you months ago.
Right,
But this is, we're talking about the finance.
right.
But we can't table it till the next meeting. You have to look at it tonight and tomorrow, so we can send it Friday. So, but then we're gonna have a lot of time to go back and forth about it
Right.
with Ken.
I think we need a little bit more time. I mean, you can submit it, but the proviso that, and there may be changes.
Well, that's what I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Because it
you'll need-
said if we don't submit it by Friday, they're gonna give us whatever.
Okay, so we submit it with a proviso that says that pending further
Well, on the
review by
bottom
the
here, I
library.
put, if we get the CAT money, and we don't need a lot of the extra money that I put in. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the CAT money for new furniture and for the
Right,
computers.
so we'll put a second star, a third star that says, pending further review by
I'll
the
send
library.
him a note, I'll put a note on it. Yeah,
And if you could take the information from the approved budget and just insert them in the slots here,
he said he doesn't care about that.
well, we do.
Well, you could do it for you, it's, you know, you could take this and kind of
I
bring it up.
could, but someone should fill this out so that all the
Yeah.
board can have that.
All right, I'll fill it out for next time.
That's why we get along so well.
Being positive.
Good night, Gallery.
State your name and address, please, for the record. Okay. All right, our next meeting date is December 17th. Liz will be in charge.
Well, I thought I'd be the baby. She can take over while mom's resting.
Thanks. The baby will run the meeting next week.
That's right.
All right, have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Don't forget to sign the check.
Yep.